Hello, Rolly Nation family. Today's video, and a lot of new folk or old folk will be getting our new Mk2 XW shortly, maybe by the end of the week or even next week. And there's something you really need to know about the camera alignment. The scale is at 195. It's very important, 195. So it's not like your Mk2, which is at 187. And for the jig on the Mk2, it's at 180, scale 180 with the jig. And your Mk1 is obviously 187 as well. So the XW, the Mk2 XW, is at 195. That's its largest perimeter that it'll allow as a box instead of a rectangle. Whereas your limits on the height, front and back, do not exceed the grill. So let's go ahead and show you how it's done. And we'll go into our screen. So here we are, the Mk2 M12 XW. And we'll home to make sure we're home. And first thing we do over here in camera control is we're going to import our camera settings. If you follow the previous videos on implementation, you will see setting up a camera folder is important. And we go to the camera factory lens profile of the Mk2 XW. And now we are going to calibrate our camera alignment. Last one, overhead camera on the left, we select, and we select our HDR camera. And next, and this is 3mm material, so I'll type in 3. I'm going to move this up to 12,000. Line and fill. And this is on your 30 watt, 12,000. If you're on your 10 watt, go down to 9,000, you'll be okay. But I'm going to change also my line power and bring it up to 100. I found that bringing up the line power to 100, I'm able to more accurately place my crosshair over the engraved crosshair. Now for the XW, it is very important. Scale's got to be 195. Nothing above, nothing below, 195. All right. So we are going to switch over to our front camera and go ahead and frame. So as you can see, the pieces are not all the way at their corners on the honeycomb grid. Simply because if we go any larger than 195, our honeycomb grid starts becoming more of a square than a rectangle, and hence the out of bounds will be reached both in the back and in the front, and we will not be able to actually get an accurate setting for the camera. That's why we picked 195 as the best scale for the calibration for the XW. So we'll go ahead and start our run. And we're all done. And we'll go into our monitor and we'll click on next. And we'll go capture our image. Wow, that's pretty freaky, huh? We'll click on next over here. And now what we want to do, we want to get into those little babies all the way in the corner. So let's zoom in as much as possible. That's bang on. That's pretty good. I can live with that one. Slightly a little bit more to the left. A little to the right. And I think we got it. A little too high. And that's good. And this guy's always the hardest, number 4. And we'll zoom out slightly and see if everything's nice and straight. Yep. Yes. That is perfect. Excellent. Now we'll click on next and finished and enter our camera, and we will select save settings and right click over the video feed, and we will export our camera settings. Lightburn Mk2 XW camera, and there's a 3mm which I will overwrite and say yes. So now we'll do an update overlay. How's that for being pretty bang on?